me this question. Can I configure directly management IP after that? Am I missing any
No,
step?
you need to license the box.
Excellent. So very, very important, guys. After configuring the management IP, you need to configure license of the box. After license, Nick, what I need to configure? Once I
You need
did the
to
license, after
you need
that,
to do provisioning.
excellent, guys. So you need to do resource provisioning. Now, here comes an important question here. Anyone can answer me what is resource provisioning in F5? Nick, you don't answer. Anyone else? What does
like
resource provisioning means in F5?
like you want to configure ASM or LTM or GTM, this kind of resources you want.
Excellent. Now, where I need to go? Let's say I'm logging into F5. Okay. Now, where I need to go and see, I will get a license. Okay. I configured management IP. I have configured license. Now, after that, for resource provisioning, can anyone tell me where I need to go? Here, I have a
System.
GUI access where I need to go to configure resource
You need to
provisioning.
go to systems.
System.
Okay,
System.
and then
Resource provisioning.
now here is the question you have answered. Very good, your answer is correct. Now, what was your name, bro? Who has
Jayaprakash.
answered this? Hello.
Jayaprakash.
Okay, Jayprakash. Now, can you tell me what is the difference between small, medium, and large in management? What does it mean? When I talk about provisioning, what does small means, what does medium means, and what does large means? See, guys, these are very minute questions, basic questions which will be asked. F5 is easy, but there are some things which I need to test it. Jay Prakash, answer for you. I'm looking for answer. What is the difference between small, medium, and large here? Anyone else? When I do resource provisioning, what does small, medium, large means? Anyone can answer, guys, not an issue. See, you have done F5, you have done this. Now, if someone knows this, I will give you 2 minutes, then I will tell you the answer. So, when I say small, medium, large mean, guys, when you configure virtual server, pool, pool members, objects, when I say small, so you can configure only 50 objects or 100 objects. Let's say I want to configure more than 2000 objects in F5. So objects can be your pool members, pool, I rules, profiles. So that is what is the meaning of your small, medium, and large in F5. Any question, guys, in anyone has on this? Because this is very important when you configure MGMT interface. You need to take care of this. Any question, guys?
What is the average value for small, medium, and large?
So you can check it. There are different things. So when you have small, medium, or large, small means your memory, first of all, when you allocate small, it can be allocated around 2000. So see, when you have more than 2000 requests, in that case, you need to select large. When you have less than 1000 objects, in that case, you need to configure small.
So it's based on the static configuration, right? It's not a dynamic, right?
It based on your model number and also. So you need to
Okay.
first understand the difference when you configure. So you need to allocate resources, right, for your management. It depends on your objects. So it allocates based on your model numbers. So you can also search, like if you have, let's say you're running multiple modules, LTM, GTM, and ASM. For large configuration containing more than, let's say, 2000 or 3000, in that case, you should configure large as a model. Now, guys, next question is, let's say if you have configured LTM and GTM. Now I want to use ASM also. Can I configure ASM also in this F5? Can I use same F5 for LTM, GTM and ASM? Anyone?
Yes, we can.
Okay, that is correct. You can configure same box with LTM, GTM and ASM. Now here is the question. Let's say I've configured dedicated LTM as a dedicated. Can I configure ASM and GTM here?
No.
Anyone? When I give LTM as a dedicated model, can I configure, let's say after that I update this, I submit.
No,
Okay,
we can't. We can't.
I have configured LTM as a dedicated model and I will up submit it. After that, if someone wants to use GTM features, can I use it?
Yes, we can.
No,
No,
no.
we can't use.
So who is saying that we can't use? Anyone can nominate? What's your name, brother? I cannot see actually because
Yeah, Fazil.
yeah, you are 100% correct. So what is the difference between dedicated and nominal?
Dedicated means we are going to dedicate the entire resource for the single module.
Excellent.
So,
So when I
so
say LTM as dedicated, so what it will do? Let's say I selected LTM as a dedicated. So all your hard disk and memory will be allocated to LTM. Can I say this?
yes,
So if someone wants to use LTM plus GTM plus ASM, in that case, what you suggest to your customer? What is the best recommendation when you configure F5 from scratch?
nominal.
Sorry.
Dedicated box.
Dedicate
My
works for
question, please
GTM.
understand again. Now, my customer requirement is I want to configure LTM, GTM, and ASM in same box. So what should I select in resource provisioning?
Nominal.
Everyone agree with it? Anyone
Yes.
needs to have any other answer, or is it correct approach?
Yes, correct approach. Right.
Okay. Any question, guys? Anyone on this? So this is very important question when you deploy F5 on your customer environment. So here I have a lab environment. So dedicated maybe not work, but if you want to test it, you can test it. But the main approach is, let's say your customer does not know whether they want to use further WAF as a component or GTM as a component. So always my suggestion is to go with nominal mode. Any question anyone has?
So, like if you are going with a nominal provisioning, like how the resources will be allocated in
Sir, it
first
will be
and when we
allocated by F5. Can you see this? When you select here, you will see it will be auto allocated. You don't need to allocate. So in nominal, when you enable it, module will get least amount of resources required. And if
Okay.
all modules are enabled, let's say, after that module can get additional resources from remaining. So it is auto allocated, depends on your resources.
So this is
Okay.
happening dynamically, right? So is there
Right.
any way to do the customization?
No, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
So
one
we
last,
can't allocate more memory for the LTM and less for
so then you
the.
need to reprovisioning it. It will impact your outage. It will give you outage situation and all. That is very, in production, I will not recommended it. So that is why we are giving nominal, right? So that's why I'm giving nominal where it will auto allocate dynamically. So least amount of, let's say you have a laptop, right? In laptop, you can extend it. It's easy, but it's a
Yes.
hardware box. In VMware, you can allocate. That's not an issue. But let's say if it's a hardware box, then it's very difficult, which we don't suggest. So that is why when you configure F5 from scratch. You need to be very careful when you allocate resource provisioning. And I will always suggest you need to go with nominal. Now, guys, I have one question here. What is the difference between nominal versus minimum? Anyone? We have discussed about dedicated, but what is the difference between nominal versus minimum? Anyone?
Minimal is like if you are configuring one service in F5, like GTM or LTM.
Okay, let me draw a topology for you. Now you are answering for minimum, right?
Yep.
Let's say I have a F5 and you have allocated LTM as minimum. Now tell me.
Yeah, it's all depend on your resources like uh,
So in
hard
that
drive
case,
and
it
all.
will get some resources, least
Yeah.
amount of resources, correct? The
Yes.
auto. Now, let's say there is a CPU or memory issue.
Hmm.
In this case,
Yes.
can additional resources allocated? Can
No.
it possible?
No, it won't be.
Will it get additional resources from remaining resources if it's available also? Is it possible?
No, if we go with the minimum, then it will not get additional resource.
Excellent. So let's say I've allocated 4 GB RAM. Even your CPU is reaching high, you cannot increase the resources here. Even it will not auto allocate. So it will only allocate the default RAM and hard disk. It will never allocate additional resources. Even you're facing some issues, then there is no solution for this. So that is why I always suggest everyone to go with nominal, because it can vary. First, it will allocate least amount of resources. After that, let's say you have remaining resources, it's not been utilized, then this module can get additional resources. So here you need to go. You just need to go here, select nominal, submit, click OK. That's it. So this was an important question which I wanted to ask. Now, guys, another question is, I wanted to share now the question which has been asked by my colleague. Question was, guys, I have a scenario where I'm using SSL pass-through. Okay, in F5 LTM, I am using SSL pass-through. Now I have created one web. Now I want to use that if someone is coming from Mozilla Firefox, it should go to pool 1. If someone is going to Google Chrome, let's say I will give you a scenario. Simple scenario is I have a client, then I have F5, then I have 3 servers, red, green, blue. Now I have one client who is using Mozilla Firefox. I have one client who is using Google Chrome. I want that if someone is coming from Mozilla Firefox, his request should go to red server. Someone is coming from Chrome, his request should go to blue server. Now, my question is, I'm using SSL pass-through. Can this situation can be used in SSL pass-through? Can I use SSL pass-through with iRule? Can iRule be called in SSL pass-through? Anyone?
No, we can't use it because it is encrypted, right? SSL pass-through is not offloading.
Are you sure?
Yes.
First of all, can you tell me what is SSL pass-through?
SSL pass-through, the client connection is directly terminated to the server.
Okay. So can you tell me the 3 methods available in F5 for SSL? Anyone? I will answer this question. Can someone tell me what are the 3 methods available in SSL? Let's say I have client.
SSL upload.
Yeah, just hold on. Okay, now tell me. You were saying something SSL.
SSL uploading.
Okay, what does SSL offloading mean? Why this concept came into picture? First, I need a definition, then I would need an advantage.
Actually, we have to install the certificate on F5
Sir,
devices.
my
No
question,
need.
please understand again. I need an answer in 1 or 2 lines. I am a knowledgeable person who is taking your interview.
To
My
reduce the
question is,
overhead on the server side, we need
no,
the
no, sir,
SSL
I am
offload.
asking again. Let me repeat. What is SSL offloading in F5? Can you give me one definition on this? I am asking just a
Decryption.
definition right now.
Decryption.
Wrong. Anyone else? I need simple question I'm asking. What is SSL offloading in F5? I have this scenario.
Yeah, we have the
Client,
SSL certificate installing on the F5, and till F5, client to F5, we have the security. And from F5 to real server, there won't be any security. Like,
excellent.
and
So
load will be
client to
taken by
F5
F5.
will be encrypted and F5 to the server will be plain text. Now, what is the advantage of this? Why I'm using SSL offloading on F5?
To reduce the server overhead.
Load.
Excellent. Any question on this? Anyone? I hope everyone is clear with SSL offloading. I hope anyone has any question on SSL offloading?
No.
Sir, can you repeat the advantage for that?
Sorry, can you just repeat? Can you come back?
Sir, what is the advantage over the SSL offloading?
Sir, advantage is, let's say you have a server, right? Who does not have a dedicated SSL engine. Your server resources are already full. Why should I handle encryption, decryption? See, I have 100 of websites, right? When you have an F5, you have 100 of websites where you need to have a central repository. Let's say I have google.com, abc.com. I need certificate and key to encrypt and decrypt, right? I need to make sure that my websites are secure. In that case, for every website, I will have a certificate and key. Now, this server cannot handle encryption and decryption bulk. I'm saying bulk encryption and decryption because the server is already full. There is not a possibility that your server is having dedicated. See, F5 has a dedicated SSL engine which can do encryption and decryption. Your request will go faster. If I do SSL encryption and decryption on server side, first issue would be slowness. Second issue will be your website will work very slow. There is no central repository. You cannot maintain a record. But when I say F5 SSL offloading, guys, you will see that your all certificates and key here. Which website is using which certificate key, you will see here. You go to file management, SSL certificate list. So one person was answered very correctly is offloading means I'm offloading the load from server to F5 so that F5 can perform all the logic which was previously doing by a server so that it can save the resources of your server. Server is not such more powerful. F5 has a dedicated traffic management microkernel. F5 has a dedicated SSL engine. He can handle many SSL requests per second, but your server cannot handle it. So that is an advantage of SSL offloading. I hope you got it. Sorry. Now, my question was, again, I'm repeating, what is SSL bridging? We discussed about SSL offloading. Before that, guys, let me remove this. Some people will ask me this question I have faced many times is how to renew certificate. Anyone can tell me? Let's say my certificate got expired. I have a Sianets.com website and my certificate got expired. Now my request came in, I need to renew it. Can anyone tell me the right approach to renew the certificate?
I
And
cannot
where I
go
need
one
to
by
go?
one, but we need to generate the CSR from the F5 device. Then we need to send the, the certificate authority. They will just sign the certificate and send us the back, and then we can upload on F5 device.
Okay, so you are saying that you will get a certain key from certificate authority, correct? First step is
Yes,
this. You need to obtain certain key, new certain key from certificate authority. After that, you need to,
install in your F5
are
device.
you sure you need to install or you need to, what is the, so you need to
Up,
first import.
yeah, I need to import in your
So where
device.
I need to go?
I don't know the option. I long back, I think 2 or 3 years back, I done that thing.
No problem, sir. Anyways, so you need to go to file management, SSL certificate, and here you
Yes,
need to click import.
yes. And there is also, we need to change the
Now,
path.
yeah, just hold on. Now I uploaded the certificate and key. After that, where I need to go? I have obtained a
Local
new cert
traffic.
and key. Just let me
Hello.
write a step. I got a new cert and key. Now I uploaded it. But now where I need to go? It's
Local
third step.
traffic and the SSL. Local
Sorry.
traffic,
Okay.
Profiles, SSL client.
profiles,
Okay.
SSL client and server profile.
Now I need to upgrade I want to renew certificate for Sianets.com. So how you will come to know that which profile is called to Sianets.com? Anyone?
Yeah, we can check
Which
the
virtual server?
There is
Excellent.
all
So I will go to virtual server. I will go to particular virtual server. I will ask the website IP from my customer. Then what I need to see here in my virtual server? Anyone?
SSL profile name.
Sorry,
SSL profile.
can you be loud? So I need
SSL
to see
profile.
this.
Sir, it's a
Sianets.
profile.
Profile name.
Okay, great. Now I will go to profile, Sia Nets. Now where I need to check which certificate and key is there in my profile? Anyone? This is, you are correct. First, you have uploaded certificate and key. Then you have gone to virtual server and check what profile was there. Now I need to call a new certificate on this profile. So where I
Yeah,
need to call?
click on add.
click on this, click on this certificate keychain.
So you need to go to certificate keychain here. You need to go here,
Edit.
edit, and you need to call that new cert key. So this is the best way, guys. Some people create new profile with new certain key. I would not recommend it. In that case, then you need to change that profile to virtual server. So best is just upload a new certain key and then call this new certain key here. Automatically, it will get changed to your virtual server. You don't need to do any changes on your virtual server. You don't need to call any new profile. Any question anyone has on this? Because this is a very important question, guys. Many people have asked me, I've got many calls, like how to renew the certificate. I'm facing issue. Any question, guys? This is the best way which is recommended. Everyone is clear, guys? I need yes or no, guys. Let's be interactive. See, I have been allocated by my
Yes.
Yes, yes.
management to give you sessions.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh, Sir,
Yeah,
one
sir, go
minute.
ahead.
Yeah, here we are editing means. So where we will be means like I'm not able to see the CNET, right? You saved with CNET name.
Sorry, I did not check by CLI, sir. I uploaded as new certificate and key. Okay. Let's say this. Now I go to virtual server. Let's say I want to upgrade certificate and key here. I will see which profile is called Sianets. After that, I will go to profile Sianets. And in Sianets, I will go here and edit new certain key.
Okay, so here we once like we how where is the how I will be mapping with the certificate? I didn't understand. It is showing VIP HTTPS, right?
No, with
That
the
you need to, yeah,
Vidit
go
sir
ahead.
created a certificate with name VP HTTPS, right? So that certificate is being called into this SSL profile.
Okay,
Sianet.
got it, got it, got it. And one more thing, if we want to check whether the chain and the domain name everything is fine or not with the certificate, that chain will be there, right?
Yeah, you
So
just go
where we
back to
can
the
check?
certificate tab, navigate to certificate tab, and you just go through the common name, OU, all the details will be there.
Okay, okay. So in this same FI box we can check.
Yeah,
Can we
you
check?
just go back to file management, SF certificate. Yeah, just click on Sianet key and certificate SL. You see the common name, organization, and all those things, right?
Common name, yes, sir. Okay. Fine, fine. Thank you,
Excellent.